Hello, my friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you. How are you today? How is life responding to you? Thank you for joining me on this channel. My name is Michael Ujola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode, I want to direct your attention to something that is very profound. This particular statement is made popular by the legendary Anthony Robbins. Tony Robbins for short. It's this is what we will be talking about today in a very short minutes, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Where your attention goes, the power flows. Where your attention goes, the power flows. And what Anthony Robbins really said was, energy flows where your attention goes. All right, that is, I think, the direct quote. And he often also says it in another way: where focus goes, energy flows. Yeah, do you understand? Energy flows where the attention goes. Where focus goes, energy flows. All right, and that is what I want you to remind yourself today, because it's not that you don't know, it's just that you've been living most times unconsciously. Many people are not living consciously, you're not living intentionally, and it's not only you. All right, maybe 99% of humans are living by programs from childhood, programs, some programming that they don't even know they've been programmed to live by. We live as if we know what we are doing, but most times we don't really know what we are doing. We are just acting in response to stimuli. We are just acting in response to people. We are just acting in response to events. So that is exactly why I'm doing this, that every single day you bring the attention back on yourself and you live intentionally. That is the summary of why this exists, so that we will live our life intentionally, no matter how short or how long this our life is. We need to live it on our own terms. We need to live it intentionally. Whatever you do, do it because you want to do it. Like the famous song that we sang when we were little: do not say yes when you mean no. Do you understand? That is a summary of living intentionally, choosing intentionally, acting the way you want to act, no matter the consequences. All right, when the consequence of your choice comes, you embrace it. You don't blame another person, you embrace it, because you knew quite all right that even though you chose to do this based on the information you had some 5 minutes ago, it turned out that the decision is bad. You make another decision based on the new information that comes into your consciousness. So that is the reason why I said, okay, let me record something about this. Where your attention goes, the power flows. So ask yourself today, right this minute, what are you giving your attention to? What and who are you giving your attention to? Because whoever and whatever you give your attention to, you give power. Your power is given to those things, to those people, to that particular app. All right, whatever takes your attention, whether it is negative thinking, whether it is moodiness, whether it is discouragement, whether it is focusing on the bad things that is happening in the society, whatever takes your attention intensifies. All right, whatever you focus your attention on expands. You see that you keep hearing bad news over and over again when you keep focusing your attention on the bad things that are happening. And many of us don't do it consciously. You are just, maybe you're bored and you're looking for something to excite you. The first thing you do is check some famous blogs, and then you start reading about the bad things that is happening. Before you know it, 2 3 hours is gone. And before you get home that day, if you started this at work or in the car, before you get home that day, you will start hearing bad news around. It's not because there is there is no good news in the society. No, it's your RAS working now. The focus of your mind is what is working right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's what you chose to focus your attention on that is propagating that particular gospel of bad news. That is exactly what I'm saying. That now, if you chose to start seeing things that are good, you will discover, you will think there is no bad news in this world. You will think everything is bliss, because that is what your brain has chosen to focus on. That is what you've trained your brain to focus on. Again, I say, where your attention goes, the power flows. Where your attention goes, the power flows. So I don't want you to dismiss this, because it's important that your reticular activating system, which is the RAS that I mentioned before, your reticular activating system is the mechanism in our brain that helps us see things we want to see. For example, if you are interested in a Honda Civic, for example, or a Toyota Corolla, for example, or a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, S-Class, for example, if that is what the brand of car that you really like to drive, before you know it, you will think that everybody in your environment is driving that car. You will think that car is the only car that exists in your immediate environment, because the moment you enter that particular information into your subconscious mind, your RAS, your reticular activating system, immediately takes charge, and it will start pointing those type of that brand of car to you. You start telling you, see this. You will start seeing Benz everywhere. You start seeing Toyota Corolla everywhere. Maybe you like Corolla Sport, for example. You start seeing it everywhere. It's not that they don't exist before. They existed before, right before you chose that this is the type of car I want to buy. They existed before, but you did not notice them. But the moment you now say, this is the type of car I want to buy, the RAS, the reticular activating system, kicks in. All right? Kicks in, and immediately you start seeing it everywhere. Exactly my point. I want you to use that RAS to your advantage. I want you to use that reticular activating system to your advantage. All right, so that it helps you. It will not act against you. It helps you. It makes you what's it called now? It makes you intentional about what you are looking for. All right, it makes you intentional about what you're looking for. It makes you create the life that you want. Finally, where your attention goes, the power of your life flows. So I'm asking you, what are you going to give your attention to today? Who are you going to give your attention to today? Choose wisely and choose intentionally. Thank you for listening to me, and I will speak to you in the next episode. Bye.